We are but miners, riding in the field. I don't believe it.
Chops and steaks.
Got some? For just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions. Welcome. Hold on. Oh dear. I think you might be sick. Don't worry. I offer remedies for ailments both common and rare, and I'll be happy to serve you. Of a sort. I don't have formal training in the restoration school, but something just as good. Within these walls, I have all that I need to brew a potion for nearly any ailment. If I had a septum for every case of rock joint or whitbane I've cured since I opened this shop, I'd be a rich woman indeed. You look rather pale. Could be ataxia. It's quite a problem back home in Cyrodiil. Ah, splendid. Oh, but I suppose you expect some compensation. Here. These potions should suffice.
Tired of bread and stew? Had enough of fish and fowl? Treat yourself in a good house cut steak.
I am past man who said, let me...
Those two at it again? Strike in the shoulder. He's giving you over.
Come on!
Get him!
Give away your worth! Get him out, guy! But I still hear the...
all of the blood.
We all do. It is our burden to bear. But we can overcome.
You have my brother. Die, obviously. But I don't know. Rest will go along quite so easily.
Leave that to me. A stranger comes to our hall. Well, when you get to be my age, you'll come. Some nights I dream about them. No matter. Let's not waste too much time talking when there is glory to be had. Yes, perhaps. A certain strength of spirit.
Master, you're not truly considering accepting him.
I am nobody's master, Vilkas. And last I checked, we had some empty beds in Jorvaskr for those with a fire burning in their hearts.
Apologies. But perhaps this isn't the time. I've never even heard of this outsider.
Sometimes the famous come to us. Sometimes men and women come to us to seek their fame. It makes no difference. What matters is their heart.
And their arm.
Of course. How are you in battle, boy? That may be so. This is Vilkas. He will test your arm. Vilkas, take him out to the yard and see what he can do.
Aye. A well-prepared warrior is a formidable one. No, don't worry about that. Here's my sword. Go take it up to Jorland to have it sharpened. And be careful. It's probably worth more than you are.
What brings you here? I'm guessing you're the newcomer then. Oh, don't worry too much about it. They were all whelps once. They just might not like to talk about it. And don't always just do what you're told. Nobody rules anybody in the Companions. Not actually My name is Eorlin Greymane. I work the Skyforge. Best steel in all of Skyrim. All of Tamriel. I have a favor to ask. I've been working on a shield for it. My wife is in mourning, and I need to get back to her soon. I'd be much obliged if you could take... That's a good man.
If you wish to hunt with me, your feet need to be quick and your eyes quicker. Ah, good. I've been waiting for this. Are you new here?
I told you. This is the whelp that Vilkas mentioned.
Ah, yes. I heard you gave him quite a thrashing.
Don't let Vilkas catch you saying that.
Do you think you could handle Vilkas in a real fight? Ah, a man of act. Here, let's have Farkas show you where you'll be resting your head.
Farkas, come out. We know you're here.
Did you call me?
Of course we did, Icebrain. Show this new blood where the rest of the whelps sleep.
New blood?
Any pointers on my
Oh,
sword and
hello.
shield technique?
I'm Farkas.
Seriously, Rita?
Come, follow me.
Laid like a blind mammoth. Try moving your feet for once. Alright, no need to be so snarky.
Skjor and Aella like to tease me, but they're good people. They challenge us to be our best.
What kind of
Nice to have a new face around. It gets boring here
the smaller,
sometimes.
quicker blades.
I hope we keep you.
Yes,
This can be a
you're
rough
fond of
life.
saying that.
The quarters
You know
are
I
up
like
here.
hammers and
Just pick
axes.
a bed and fall in it when you're tired.
I can
Telma will keep the place clean. She always has.
Let's test that out.
Go bother someone else.
All right,
Training hard
so here
keeps
you
me
are.
sharp.
Looks like
Can't
the
afford to
others are
slack
eager
off.
to meet you. Come to me or Aella if you're looking for work. Once you've made a bit of a
One of
name
them
for
is going to
yourself,
take your
Skjor
place?
and Vilkas might
Some
have
of them
things
might
for you
try.
to do.
That's not
Good
what
luck.
we're about.
Welcome to the Companions.
What?
They might get themselves killed.
By you?
They should be. prepared for tonight's hunt?
I've been thinking, we need to be more discreet.
There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
You know the old man doesn't like it. Let's just not be too obvious.
You've got a spring in your step today. Got someone on your mind, do you?
Oh, come on, Skjor. Can't I just enjoy the day without your teasing?
Teasing? Me? Never. But I've seen that look before, my friend. Don't deny it.
Fine. You caught me. There might be someone who's caught my eye.
I've been
that's all.
tending to the warriors
Built
of
with
your
some
vasto
swag.
for as long as I
Keep
can
me
remember.
updated, all right? I want all... gossip.
Get a move on.
Ripe fruit and fresh vegetables for sale. Straight from the fields and orchards of Whiterun to your table. You've got no... They'll never... Right now, all that matters is my daughter Mila. No man's going to get between me and my little girl.
Remind me not to make him angry.
The finest cuts, fresh from the wilds.
I'm telling you, I heard it, howling. Those werewolf tales are true.
All crafted by the great Eorlem, Greymane himself.
Indeed. The goddess's divine blessing. After all, it is she who brings rain to our crops and fair weather. Take a look.
Cut of steak or tender rack of ribs.
Grace of Kinnereth be with you.
Vegetables every day.
Got something for just about
Some
everybody
nights I
there.
dream about the
Give a
mists
holler
of
if you have any
Sovngarde. Your question carries more weight than the difference between a noble band of warriors and a ragged bunch of... You would be wise to listen to your heart. When I was young, I favored huge swords. Maybe hard to lift these days, but I still enjoy
I'd even
the
buy
heft
one of your
a good
relatives if
hammer.
you're looking to sell. Yeah, that's a little joke. Now that I think there's nobody to hunt down the bandits, I'm sure you can handle some bandits, right? Thank you. I will not forget this. Well, there might be nothing to it, but Freya Greymane is convinced that the Battleborns have abducted one of her sons. Yeah, you just let me know what you need. I am at your... everything. I'd even buy one of your relatives if you're looking to sell. You and me, we're the only people around. Please do look around. I'm sure I have something you'll want. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. do come back. You just let me know what you need. Take a look. Remember, I'll give you the best deals. Die trying.
Excuse me. Yeah, these it's got to be. Worst thing is, nobody wants reputation most. A few bad apples spoiled the bunch. About the same as everyone else? Way I hear it, elsewhere ain't nothing like Skyrim. It's got tropical forests and dusty badlands. It sounds awful. I understand. Why, of course it's because of Mikhail, that charming bard. The inn wouldn't be half as profitable without his voice. What? Oh no, it's purely a professional relationship. Of course. Farewell. Once I've made enough money trading with... Oh, I'm not sure how much they're... My ma and da wanted me to go to the College of Winterhold, and a scholar doesn't earn quite as much as a merchant, you see? Of course, money is the oil that greases the wheel of society. I suppose, but it's long past the time for me to enroll in the college, nor am I interested.
To open my own inn one day. Not sure what to call it yet, though. Thinking maybe Arrow in the Knee or Ragnar's Bloody Neck Stump. Something equally catchy.
I've got all sorts of weapons for the discerning master. What can I get?
By Izmir, it's true. A jester, funny suit and all. Just north, by the Loria's farm. Fool had a coffin in a cart with a broken wheel. Like to see him laugh his way out of that.
Well, sounds like you've had quite the journey, Uthgard. But you were gone longer than usual. I got to thinking maybe you weren't coming back.
You sound like my ma. Figured I was lying dead in the field.
Hello there, traveler.
Is that it?
What can I help you with? Suppose so. Got one all saddled if you've got the coin. Suit yourself.
Thought did cross.
Want to hear a little Nord wisdom? You don't really know a woman until you had a strong drink and a fist fight with
Skyrim's
her.
gone mad, girl. Need to be careful.
I got no quarrel with you, but I won't turn one down, neither. Keep walking, Softgut. I'm more woman than you can handle. Keep walking, Softgut. I'm more woman than you can handle. Really? I don't even know what to say. You'll have to talk to but you should know the old man doesn't like me. If you go to him, good luck. The heat of the battle. That and a true Nord. You've been talking too hot-headed, they cried. It wasn't my fault. I told them. Over. They wanted me to prove my worth. So they threw me up against a young whelp of a lad, hardly old enough to grow his first chin hairs. I guess I thought a woman wasn't strong enough to hurt him. I didn't mean for him to die. Why would I want that? I just lost control. My blood? We Nords are born. Most of our problems can be solved by fists. The rest by Ha! That's exactly what a milk drinker would say. Good. Chat time's over.
Good afternoon. Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. It's almost getting downright hot now.
Staying safe, I hope?
Don't just walk away from me. Where do you think you're going?
To the inn for a drink, of course. Where else could I even go in this god's-forsaken town?
And what? You think that'll solve all your problems?
Probably not.
They say the college has been snooping around Sarthal. Mages in the burial crypt. No good can come of that. Until next time.
I believe I've made myself rather clear.
Yes, of course. I'm simply trying to understand the reasoning behind the decision.
You may be used to the Empire bowing to your every whim, but I'm afraid you'll find the Thalmor received no such treatment here. You are a guest of the college, here at the pleasure of the Archmage. I hope you appreciate the opportunity.
Yes, of course.
Welcome to the college. Another new student. I'm surprised. Well, first you'll need these. While you're not required to wear them, I'll give you a brief tour, and then we'll get you to your first class. Are you ready to begin? Courtesy of the college. You can trade them for spell tomes at Ura Gro Shub, our librarian. Like it or not, this college is a direct influence on the public's impressions of magic and those that use it. It is up to each of us to present ourselves publicly as maturely as possible, and to remain above petty local squabbles. We don't anticipate any real violence, but it never hurts to be prepared. Yes, just a brief overview of our facilities. Are you ready? Wonderful. Please follow me, and don't wander off. The College of Winterhold has been a fixture in Skyrim for thousands of years. The prominent feature here is the Hall of the Elements. It's our primary location for lectures, practice sessions, and general meetings. The Arcanium is located above the hall, and the Archmage's quarters above that. While technically in charge of the college, the Archmage's responsibilities often keep him occupied. Thus, I run the day-to-day operations. Now, if you'll please follow me, I'll show you the living quarters. Unfortunately, we've had to implement more stringent entry procedures due to some problems with the local Nords. We don't anticipate any real violence, but it never hurts to be prepared.
You are new, yes? Have you mastered the expert-level destruction? Ah, this is... It is good to finally be around mages who may be able to keep up with this Argo. Swift hunting.
After I finish showing you the grounds, we can talk. Our newest members are housed here, in the Hall of Attainment. I'll ask that you please keep your voice down while inside, as others may be working on research or delicate experiments. Now I'll show you to your quarters. You're going to be sharing space with your fellow apprentices, who you'll meet shortly. This is where you'll be staying. This bed and desk are yours. Please try and be considerate of others. Now, let's go back to the Hall of the Elements, where most of the members gather for lectures and study sessions. Initially, you'll be learning from Tolfdir, one of our most esteemed wizards. Tolfdir is likely already addressing the new apprentices. Go on in, and if you have any problems, let one of our senior members know.
Welcome, welcome. We were just beginning. Please, stay and listen. So, as I was saying, the first thing to understand is that magic is, by its very nature, volatile and dangerous. Unless you can control it, it can and will destroy you.
Sir, I think we all understand that fairly well. We wouldn't be here if we couldn't control magic.
Of course, my dear, of course. You all certainly possess some inherent natural ability. That much is not being questioned. What I'm talking about is true control, mastery of magic. It takes years, if not decades, of practice and study.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get started.
Please, please. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Eagerness must be tempered with caution, or else disaster is inevitable.
But we've only just arrived here. You've no idea what any of us are capable of. Why not give us a chance to show you what we can do?
You've been quiet so far. What do you think we should do? Not going to weigh in either way? I admire your restraint, but there are times when you must make decisions, even without all the facts. Rely on instinct.
We're all pretty new at this, right? Let's just give it a chance. What's the worst that could happen?
All right, let's settle down. I suppose we can try something practical. In continuing with our theme of safety, we'll start with wards. Wards are protective spells that block magic. I'll teach you all a ward, and we'll see if you can successfully use it to block spells, all right? Would you mind helping me with the demonstration? Are you at all familiar with ward spells? That's all right. I can teach you a very basic ward, one that's enough for the purposes of this lesson. Now, if you'll just stand right over there, I'll cast a spell at you, and you block it with the ward. Here we go. Over there, please, just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Now, cast the ward spell, and keep it up. Hold still. Excellent work. Well, I think this is an excellent start. I'd like you to continue practicing with wards, please. Well, your classmates certainly seem eager to learn. How do you think we should spend the remainder of our classroom time? Wonderful, just wonderful. As I've always said, another day, another opportunity to learn. It's always encouraging to see the younger generations embracing education. You give an old man hope. The key to wards is that they take time to charge. Not long, but you can't start casting. Also, if your ward isn't negated by an incoming spell, it will recharge itself after a moment or two. Just be careful. Casting wards requires constant concentration, and you can easily find yourself drained of your magicka reserves. The college has undertaken a fascinating excavation in the ruins of Sarthal nearby. I think it will be a... So you wish to master the arcane arts? Take care now.
You are relatively new here, are you not? I have noticed you, but we have not spoken. Then I am Savile. I am quite content to but I do not and... Are we clear? I've seen documents dating back to... Events in the last several hundred years resulted in a significant loss of our history, I'm afraid. The great... An unfortunate natural disaster that ravaged the area. The college fared far better than the city of Winterhold. No one is sure of the cause. Some believe the eruption of Red Mountain had far... I know there are some who have blamed the college, said that we were responsible. I assure you this is not the case. Until next time.
Restoration is a perfectly valid school of magic, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Are we clear? You are now in the Arcanium. Disrupt my Arcanium, and I will have you torn apart by angry Atronachs. Now, do you require assistance? If you're feeling adventurous, I'm always looking for someone to procure valuable books from some... Well, all right, here. I scribbled down the last place I'd heard about. Check it out. Of course. Hundreds of years have gone into assembling this collection. As a matter of fact, there are immensely powerful mage. He holed himself up in Labyrinthian and devoted all it. Since then, his writings have been scattered all over Skyrim, but are little use. I've heard whispers of more of his work having turned up. If you can track it down, it may prove useful. A mage is only as good as what he knows. We've been keeping this collection since the Second Era. Books have come and gone during that time, but it's mostly intact. Archmagus Shalador had an understanding of magic here at the college. There is an ongoing... He is most remembered for his great maze of Labyrinthian. We are always searching for more of Shalador's writings, in an attempt to understand both our knowledge of... What is interesting is that it appears he was incredibly prolific. An array so great, in fact, The few of his works that have been recovered suggest that he had an understanding of magic and the world that few have ever achieved. You need a book? You talk to me. Hundreds of years have gone into assembling this collection. And I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Are we clear? I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Are we clear?
You consider restoration a valid school of magic, worthy of study, don't you? Don't you? Good. Not that I require validation, of course. There are just some... It can make life difficult when one's colleagues fail to recognize the research one engages. Well, no. But I know things are being said behind my back. Conversations cease. I'm quite aware of what's going on here, and I will not stand for it. I'll gladly share my knowledge with you. Just because I don't fit in here is no reason for others. Once again, I have found very insulting notes left in my purse. How can anyone... Every mage in this... They have become essential. They are counted upon every bit. But more importantly, wards have saved lives. Oh my... It's comforting to see that not everyone has I'll gladly share my knowledge with you. Spells and incantations for those with a talent to cast them. All right, then.
Like it or not, it is up to each of us to present ourselves publicly as maturely as possible, and to well, Feralda can teach destruction spells. Finis is one of the best conjurers in all of Don't let Tolfdir fool you. If you can find him and finally, there's Colette. She may be difficult to get along. There are hopefully any discoveries made in your pursuits will be shared with the members of the college. Tolfdir is one of our most... He's always willing to pass on his knowledge. I hope you appreciate the opportunity.
You can see me? Confound it all, I was quite sure I was invisible. Or at least transparent.
All right, then.
Skyrim could not be more different from elsewhere. But J'zargo will go wherever he can to learn more. Oblivion itself, if need be. There is There is skill in magic, there is charm, and there is... Mages in Cyrodiil are all about politics. Skyrim was not J'zargo's first choice, but Winterhold is removed from Skyrim could not be more different from J'zargo will go wherever he can to learn more. The only reason you could disagree is because you are losing so badly you cannot see it.
Hi there. Got any interesting stories from your travels?